What's up, everybody? This is Antoine Goodwin, Associate Editor of Car Tech here at CNET, and today we're taking a look at the Garmin HUD, a little device that's supposed to make navigating in your car a little bit safer. Now, HUD stands for head-up display, and you'll actually mount this little LED display on your dashboard so that it'll project those turn-by-turn directions right up into your line of sight where you can see them without looking away from the road. In the box, you'll actually get a plastic reflector shield and a reflective film that you can choose from to reflect these directions off of, so they kind of look like little holograms floating in front of you. Now, this is the reflective plastic lens, and it actually, with a little bit of difficulty, snaps on. And when you view the directions through the shield, you can actually see the directions right side up and floating sort of in midair right before your eyes. Now, the way that Garmin would actually like you to experience the HUD is through this transparent plastic film that they include in the box that you'll actually attach to your windshield to project those turn-by-turn directions upon. Now, they only put one of these in the box, and it's a little tricky to install, so you're going to have to get it right the first time. You're first going to want to figure out where on the windshield you want it to be. The next thing you're going to want to do is wet the windshield down really good so that we can move it around a little bit as we install. The next step is to actually peel off the backing. It's marked with a white flag. Just kind of peel that off and then start applying the HUD to your windshield. Now, when the windshield's wet, you still get a little bit of leeway in repositioning it. So here's your time to kind of figure out where exactly you want it to be. Once you've got it lined up, you're going to want to take a credit card or something and actually sort of squeegee all the bubbles out from under it so that it's perfectly flat to the windshield. And then the last step is just grab the green tab and pull off the front protective film. Now, the last bit's actually the easiest part. Just peel off the protective backing to expose the sticky back panel on the HUD, and then you take it and actually just put it on your dashboard so that the numbers reflect up through the thing. Now, the HUD's base actually has a little bit of swivel and a little bit of twist to give you some flexibility to mounting. This flexible pad also bends a little bit to better contour around your dashboard. So that'll actually help you get it good and secure so it doesn't go flying if you actually have to make a quick turn. Now, on the unit itself, you've actually got a power cable right here that plugs into the 12-volt adapter. That adapter has a built-in USB port on the back of it so you can keep your smartphone charged while you navigate. Over on the other side, you've got a small power button, but you probably won't have to worry about that much because when your vehicle turns on and off when it's plugged into your cigarette lighter, the HUD should actually turn on and off with it. So generally speaking, you don't really have to futz with this much after you've got it set up. Now, on the front, you've got a photo cell right here that's going to measure the amount of ambient light so that the display doesn't get blown out during the daytime, but it doesn't dazzle you during the night. It will automatically adjust its brightness as needed. Now, what sort of information will you see? You'll actually see an arrow that will show you where you need to go and what direction your upcoming turn is. It's a pretty complex arrow. Beneath it, you'll see lane guidance information that'll show you what lane is valid for the route that you've chosen. So you don't have to worry about very quickly jumping across 4 lanes. You'll already know where you need to be on the road. In the next column, we've got the number of feet or miles to the upcoming turn, as well as your time for reaching your destination. Below that, you've got the current speed limit and your actual speed right there. Now, if you run into traffic or red light cameras, you'll actually get a little red LED right here that'll show you to expect those things. Now, while all of this is going on, the Navigon or Garmin Street Pilot app is going to be running on your smartphone, giving you the turn-by-turn directions and supplying them to the Garmin HUD. The verbal part of those turn-by-turn corrections will either come out of your smartphone, or if you're paired to your car stereo via Bluetooth or an auxiliary cable, through your car speakers. So you can kind of get it both ways here. Now, the Garmin HUD has an MSRP of $149.99, and the Garmin Street Pilot or Navigon app that you're going to need to actually run it is going to run you an extra $50. So that's about $200 to get going with this head-up display navigation. At that price, this is a bit more gee-whiz than it actually is useful, but in my opinion, any increase in safety, no matter how small, is a good one. I've been Antoine Goodwin with CNET.com, and we've been taking a look at the Garmin head-up display, or the HUD.